Everyone always talks about how you should own a home. But why though? For nearly 2 decades, Daniel rented apartments. Each month, part of his paycheck vanished into rent. At first, it felt worth it. Renting was simple. No repair bills, no long-term ties. He told himself he was paying for freedom. But as the years went on, Daniel began to notice something unsettling. His rent climbed higher every year, and yet his savings never seemed to grow. The money he worked for was building someone else's wealth, not his own. His friend Maya had chosen differently. At 28, while Daniel moved into another rental, she bought a modest house on Elm Street. Daniel remembered her worry when she signed the mortgage papers. It seemed like such a heavy commitment. She cut vacations, refinished old furniture, and learned to do repairs herself. Daniel, meanwhile, enjoyed calling his landlord whenever something broke. He teased her, saying she was tied down while he was free. At first, it looked as if he was right. Maya spent weekends painting, fixing, and budgeting carefully. Daniel lived light and carefree. But slowly, things began to shift. Each mortgage payment Maya made built equity. Her home's value rose, and when she refinanced to a lower rate, her payments grew easier. What had seemed like a burden was becoming an investment. By the time they turned 40, the contrast was striking. Daniel had spent more than $250,000 on rent, money gone forever. Maya, on the other hand, had nearly paid off her mortgage. Her home had doubled in value, and she now owned an asset worth hundreds of thousands. That equity gave her security, options, and peace of mind. One evening, Daniel visited Maya for dinner. Her home was full of warmth. But what struck him most wasn't the decor. It was her confidence. She wasn't worried about rising rents or sudden moves. Instead, she was planning her children's college fund and her own early retirement. Daniel realized something important that night. Renting had given him convenience in the short term, but ownership had given Maya long-term stability. A house wasn't just walls and a roof. It was a foundation, a wealth-building tool, and a path to freedom. For Daniel, the truth was clear. The greatest financial comfort wasn't found in avoiding responsibility, but in building something permanent.